So, Scorpio, we're back right again. So, we was talking about the thinking woman and this gateway coming through, yeah? Your other oracle cards are also romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this would make sense in this situation as to whether to start this new option or not. So for some of you, if there is this other job or if there is this other thing, it's saying that the time limit is running out in the situation, and you kind of need to use all that intuitive knowledge to make the decision. It's time to get to work on it now with the Eight of Pentacles, yeah? It's time to have that confidence. Your final oracle card is also a father's love. So for some of you guys, I feel like you could be balancing between a relationship. It could be a relationship to do with your father or your father of your children. It could be like, do we decide to move forward on this? Do I take that offer, or do I just completely decide to go my own way and do something new? Yeah. However, you are very magnetized by something. You are very drawn to a situation with the Two of Cups. So this card, a father's love, says, a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into in any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds that anyone will ever experience. So there's a message in there for some of you guys. So we're going to have another look now. I'm going to get another deck. Let me just give it a good shuffle. Ooh. Okay, Queen of Swords just come out. So the Queen of Swords is very much about making decisions. The Queen of Swords knows what she wants. The Queen of Swords uses logic, and she would relate very well to the High Priestess in order to pass that knowledge on. And then the Queen of Swords would be the person to kind of give out that knowledge in a kind of straight, matter-of-fact way for some of you guys. So we also have the Tower card. Let's have a look at the Tower cards, yeah? Okay, just come off the highest good of all. Okay, so the Tower, right? I said it could be a revelation or epiphany, or something coming to a head. It's definitely something coming to a head. It's like, this could be an argument. This could be feeling like you've been betrayed. This could be feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. Yeah, but it's the end of a situation, and then the Tower is kind of like that anger or that burst of energy that kind of comes from that injustice, that comes from that situation where you're feeling like somebody tried to leave you for dead. So, which would then lead to you having that need for a break, that need for a rest, that need to pull back from a situation, yeah? So the Four of Swords, and we have the Tower. So in terms of energy, right, you have two options, yeah? You can either use what killed you or what stabbed you in the back and create this from it, where it's that implosion, yeah? Or you can take some time and pull yourself back from a situation, thinking about your mental health, yeah? Because the Four of Swords is just before the Five. Now the Five of Swords talks about conflict, yeah? So maybe you need to pull yourself back out of some sort of conflict in order to think about things a little bit more clearly, yeah? So then we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. Look, and in this deck we have the Two of Wands again. Yeah, so now we have the Two of Wands again, yeah? So, but in this one, we have two people in here. So it could be an argument between two people, different energies. As you can see, they're at different heights. They're going in different directions. This is a weighing up of a possibility. Are we going to move together or are we not? Yeah, the Ace of Swords brings that communication, that clarity, yeah? It brings the focus to the situation. This could be the conversation that kind of splits the energy, because we have this two here and he's all on his own in this deck, look. And it's like he's making plans for himself, yeah? He's taking his own energy now, yeah? So, we then have the star, which could be an Aquarius. You have Libra in here. And you have the Tower, which is a very Mars energy. Mars, Uranus. So, the star. Give some clarification for the star, please. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah? So, the star is about having hope in a situation, having faith, yeah? It's also about somebody coming in with an offer, yeah? It could be an offer of loyalty for some of you. It could be an offer that comes in that helps with some sort of healing, yeah? It could be a financial offer, yeah, for some of you that comes in as well. We have this, it's like you're healing, but there's still a sense that you still need to keep moving forward, one foot at a time, persistently. Don't allow yourself to drown in those emotions. Don't allow yourself to get carried away. The earth energy is very practical. They're very stable. They're very grounded. They move one foot in front of the other and get to their goal, yeah? Which is interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is also relevant to this in that whatever you want to work on, you just need to keep putting that effort in a good way, in a solid, stable, reliable way. Which is also the Eight of Pentacles, which was under the deck. And it's been seen for that effort that you're putting into a situation. Okay, so we have you weighing up these options here. Then we have the King of Swords, which brings about a sense of truth, a sense of fairness, a sense of logic. It's about looking at something logically, making a decision, yeah, about where you want to put that energy. What do you want to do? But it's about having that clarity, yeah. There's also a sense of freedom there with this King of Swords. It's almost like the truth will set you free with this card because we do have that bird, yeah? So there could be this, it could be whether you're deciding to put that in or not. It's that freedom or that clarity, yeah? So you're deciding, do I carry on with this or do we go with this? But I feel like there's a truth that comes out that allows for a sense of freedom, either for you or the other person. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, yeah? So the Two of Cups is very much about what we're drawn to. Now, the Knight of Pentacles here, like I said, if you keep moving forward, he now becomes the Queen. However, with the Queen of Pentacles, she is very much somebody who is able to focus on her own, is able to work on herself or his self, yeah? Is somebody who is able to create all by themselves, yeah? It's like there's a questioning of whether you want this freedom or whether you want this union. It's almost like you're feeling like you have your own stability, yeah? But the Queen of Pentacles in this deck is also kind of looking into the future with this. She's looking to see what can create more stability in her life, what can bring about that sense of foundation. That sense of freedom with the hair like that. So we have the hair running free there. So, the Two of Wands. Nine of Swords. So you're going to get to a point where you've got to make a decision. But the Nine of Swords is feeling like worrying about it, feeling anxious, feeling like you're caught in a cycle. It's like the thoughts are just getting more and more repetitive, more and more of a cycle. Can't sleep. Yeah, it's like you're fighting off these dragons, fighting off these demons, fighting off these thoughts. But the swords are something that we choose to carry, yeah? Look, it's about looking at the possibilities, but I feel like for some of you guys, it's bringing about a sense of fear. However, remember your oracle cards, which is right next to it, told you to face that fear because time is running out. You haven't got forever to make this decision, yeah? This is a decision where you need to kind of take that leap and do what you want to do. Face your fears, yeah? So then the Four of Cups. Judgment. So yeah, I feel for some of you, you decide to not take this cup, yeah, because of what is being offered to you. For some of you guys, it also talks about a reawakening of a situation, yeah. It could also be for some of you that you're being slightly too judgmental about an offer that's being offered to you, yeah. So maybe judgment is here to show you a new way of looking at things. It's like you're rising from the dead. You're having this revelation, it's like the phoenix rising from a situation. So judgment is also about hearing the call, yeah? Hearing the call to move on a situation, hearing the call, yeah? It's also about the vibration of music with the Judgment card. I'm getting that it's about surrounding yourself with music at this time, or surrounding yourself with the vibration of music, because that helps with the Judgment card a lot. So there is a decision you're going to make. You're going to choose whether, but it's telling you not to make it from an emotional place. I feel like there's a revelation or an epiphany or something that comes about that allows you to help make this choice. Because underneath that, we did have the Justice card. And like I said in the last video, justice will be different for different people depending on which side of the fence you're on, yeah? The Hermit. So the Hermit is about Virgo. It could also be about looking at past relationships and receiving a wisdom, yeah? It could also be that justice comes in and brings about this sense of wisdom. Now you can see why certain things had to happen or why certain things had to be the way they are, yeah? The Hermit is also, it's like introspection, yeah? You have a lot of cards here to talk about you pulling your energy in and thinking. However, your oracle cards are telling you to explore things now, to move forward, not to get stuck in that energy, to keep moving forward, to keep progressing, yeah, despite the circumstances that are around you at this time. So, I'm going to pull some cards for the Father's love, just to see if we can get some links to that. Okay, that one's calling me. The Ace of Cups. This could be a new relationship, yeah? It could also be a new offer coming in that brings about more emotional support. It's definitely an offer of love. It's definitely, but it could be, it's almost like this offer was being given, look, and there was a judgment on that, yeah? However, this offer now is being given out again. It's like the universe is saying, you've gone through this challenge. Now here is this gift for you, yeah? So the Father's love in terms of emotionally, it's that emotional connection, yeah? It's the signs. And it's also that, it's also bringing about a sense of peace here, because we have the Dove and the Heart here. And it's feeling like your cup runs over. So things are going to get better for you towards the end of the month. I just feel like you're going to be put in a position to make a decision. And you're kind of going to have to just go for it. So the romantic feelings. The Chariot. So once you make this decision, it's almost like your head and your heart can now move into gear. Now we have this sense of victory. It's about you guys deciding what you want for this month and going for it, yeah? Weighing up all the pros and cons, taking the time, but then noticing when the time is right to make that decision. Noticing when it's the time to move. Take your time, think about it, mull it over. But then act when it's time to act, and there will be success, there will be emotional satisfaction. And this is also that uniting of two things, because we did have the High Priestess, and that she has the two pillars beside her with the black and white pillars. This is now bringing that into union. This is now bringing those energies together in order to move forward. For some of you guys, it could just be this internal questioning that you're doing this month. Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Should I do this?